Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 76 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, Jackson uses the stiff arm. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL, but it seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And an alley to run. Pass slip. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Dalvin Cook, 50 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This will be taken very... Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A big play. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now Wilson on first down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra, that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
On second down, Dickerson. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be third down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A surprising move. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on first down. Jackson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
At the 33-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards and a Panther first down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A.J. Green there to make the grab. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. It's caught by Sanders. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it third down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Jackson will throw again. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Show it up.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing again. Buying time to his left. He's got a man. Complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson, and that's complete to Sanders. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, folks, we gave you a glance at the AFC playoff picture. Let's talk NFC playoff picture. Bit of a shakeup because the Niners and the Saints game and then the Seahawks and the Rams. So San Fran back up the top spot. Then you have the Packers who beat Washington moving up to number 2. The Saints with the loss, try to follow all this. They drop down the spot, but it's a critical one as they lose that first round bye, and then we're still awaiting resolution on the Cowboys and the Eagles in the NFC East, CD.
Yeah, this is going to be a crazy deal because essentially San Francisco and Seattle had kind of been trading back and forth, and after Sunday night's games, San Francisco holds that spot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Not today. Check 26, check 26.
They go play action now. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and 15.
Mike 54. Mike 54. 65. 65. 50. Let's go.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's Jackson to throw on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to. Do.
Set. 50 to 90. 50 to 90. Deep tight. West. Deep tight up. Check. Front.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
He's coming. Hustle. Double up.
Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on fourth down.
It's fourth down.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
I can't believe we let you play.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by an American hero, Pat Tillman. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Jackson. And that's complete to McCaffrey. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
There he goes. And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Set, ready. 60 out low. 45. Right slow. 5 on. Switch. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. The Sanders has got it complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Jackson now just 5 of 16 throwing the ball, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
To try again after the sack. Jackson, and that's complete. It's Green here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run for it. Cook. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jackson now. He's going to go for it all. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Barry Sanders stops short, and the Panthers will get the football back. On first down, it's Jackson. Deion Sanders up to make the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Aaron Donald in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. He will find T.O. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's got a man. It's T.O. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Terrell Owens, 26 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Oh, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to the Hall of Famer Barry Sanders there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick.
Switch it. Come on.
They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This will be taken short. Oh, good move. And he'll get it up just past the 20. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the set. Check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
First and 10, Young. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, Steve Young. He's got Allen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. They find some open field here. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
70, Indy.
Now Young to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and the line block.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Set. 30 base. Oh, you got deep?
Young on 3rd down. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now a first down throw for Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Steve Young. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 4th down, they snap it to Young. Oh, and now Young here throwing another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They go play action with Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Young, and he connects with Ertz. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Young, and this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To the air once more, Young. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. It's Young on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Aaron Donald. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Young. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And a big turnover there as his guy.
I just plugged my headset in. Oh, I hear you loud and clear. You're crystal clear, dude. Dope. Hey, gets the job done. That dude is so awesome. Like, one of the first videos you sent me, man, like, the first thing he says is, I lose way too much with this fucking team, or some shit. And I'm like, I wish I had that attitude. So, oh, bro, I knocked that shit out in like an hour and a half. Now, granted, I'm not done with the gauntlet, like, for the expert token, but I've got my upgrade token and my fantasy pack, so. And yeah, they're easy. Like I said, the hardest one for me, dude, was fucking the field goal. Because you literally have to bank. Basically, it's a bank shot. You have to fucking bounce it in. Like, the first one was pretty easy. Like, once I figured out the trick. Now I'll tell you the trick too, dude. Like, I think the trick is to go high and not low. Like, I was line driving it, and it kept just peppering it and bouncing back at me. And then, going high is the trick when you're close up, but when you're deep, you have to fucking line drive it. And in that case, man, you just gotta fucking try to nick the bottom left of the goalpost as you drill it in. Dude, I can't pull the trigger on 410 grand. I'm just like, I seen him all the way down at 300. Michael Irvin, he was all the way down at 360 today. Because I was going to get Julius Peppers and Dante Jackson because they were down under 200 today. And I didn't pull the fucking trigger on them. And I went out there now and they're fucking at like fucking almost 300 grand for Julius. Like, I don't know why I haven't had Julius Peppers, man. He's super fucking fast. Yeah, I feel like an asshole. If you need him, I will, yeah. Somebody bought a fucking Peppers at 300 grand. You fucking idiot. You just reminded me, I do got coin to blow. I got you a backup linebacker. Hold on. What the fuck is he in? 89, 88? Oh no. You don't know who I'm going after. When I send him, you're gonna be like, oh, my nigga! That's my nigga! That's my fucking nigga! I guess that's his card. Yeah, that'd be the one. I hope I bought the right one. Gotta go to Mutthead now. Fuck off, dude. I fucking hate you right now. Positions. Boom, boom, boom. Linebackers. Don't say it out loud, because if you do, you'll show your hand, and I want this to be a surprise. Nope, I'm about the right one. Okay, we're good. Let's go, my nigga. Well, I was gonna buy him before, man. He's all the way up at like 118. I didn't realize. Oh shit! I backed out too far. I'm a retard. Boom! That's too funny too, because I had a couple plays today, dude, where like instantly that's what I would have wanted to put up, but since he already uses that, dude, we're gonna have to come up with something different, like a blind man with holding a book. Did I at least complete the pass wherever I chucked it? Well, he's not yours to keep, just for the record, but he's our new backup linebacker. Well, you know what? You don't need him for the chemistry, do you? Okay. He's fucking fast, and he's big, and he hits motherfuckers.
Are you playing your phone, Dad?
Yeah. 1 second, 1 second. Daddy's looking at something. Just don't go nowhere. He's not a big hitter. That is some bullshit. You know what? Give him back. Motherfucker's got 87 hit power, but he's not a big hitter. I mean, that is some bullshit. Um, is Lorelai out there or still downstairs?
Still downstairs.
Okay, Sierra better not be playing on this phone. And you better not be doing anything for Sierra. Alright, so I spent 50 grand there. Can't get my peppers. What was the other guys looking at? Oh, that's right, Devontae Parker. So I'm probably gonna end up dropping like 600 grand tomorrow on my fucking offense. So I'm buying motherfucking Irvin and buying Parker. Like, I started looking at it and I'm like, I need some real receivers, because if I had some receivers with route ideas I'm coming up with, like, well, I got my Holt up to a 96 now, or a 95, so he's got like 93 speed now. And man, well, Bazooka only works when you're in the zone. Bro, have you not watched the play I run every fucking time when I need a pass play down the field? Dude, it is a one-play touchdown, especially when they play cover three and that purple safety goes floating over the sideline. You wait for fucking my guy to clear the safety, and then you just chuck it. No, you get 220 if you get 50 yards. Got that 50 yards in the win. That's Cool. I'm already at my first, like, fucking 10 or 20 mutt wins already. I was up to almost fucking... I was almost up 300,000 until I bought that sweat. No, it's Series 4 now, dude. Well, when it comes to playoffs, you really just need to get one win to get something. If you don't get any playoff wins, dude, you only get like 25 coins and a slap in the face. It's like, suck my dick. So, are you in your playoffs in squads? 'Cause I am. I thought I played these to get my trophies. Well, that's dope. So, I need to get a couple wins. That'll give me some more trophies. I've already earned 70 trophies. So... And I know I'm going to be trying super fucking hard in my head-to-head games, dude. Because if I can get promotion, because I'm on the MVP level, and that's the other thing I was pumped up about, dude, is fucking 4-0 on the MVP level. Well, if you play on my account, you will be. Oh, and I'm no longer top 100 in fucking league. My strength of schedule dropped me out. But that shit was cool. Yeah, well, they might not be playing normal. They might be playing like salary cap mutt. No, I don't get it. Well, I will say, dude, I've been actually doing pretty good today with my protections. I think part of it is fucking. You gotta come out chucking the fucking ball, dude. Because you gotta get these guys to fucking respect your pass game. Because once you can get them to back the fuck off with your pass game, dude, that's when you start hammering it home with your run game and all that other shit. So, for the most part tonight, your ass is gonna run whatever they're. Hello? And apparently, you went all choppy. You're for the most part, you're to run the route that I put you on. So, and when I run that read option play, you're basically gonna have two routes to run: a streak or a drag slant. Yep. Nah, you're fine. We'll be in my wild card. would just sit her down, dude, and be like, look, we need structure in this fucking house. Kids get up, they play all day, they got a bedtime. On the weekends, they can stay up a little later. This time, it's time for them to go to bed. That's how it goes. Yeah, so it's like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Right on. We're stuck on. I'm stuck at looking at retard Russell Wilson. All right. So quitting in 5, 4, 3. Okay. Good. That's what I'm saying, dude.